Welcome friends, this is another quick little unboxing video, which I always love unboxing videos. I like watching other people's too, because then it's like getting something even if it's somebody else. You can enjoy it. This is something I've wanted a long time. This goes back to the roots of me getting into ham radio. Back in the late 90s, early 2000, really mid 2000. I had, at that time, had a goal to get into ham radio and learn Morse code. I really wanted to learn Morse code, even though it wasn't required even then. It was already no code. They got rid of code by then, but I wanted to learn it. And so what I did at that time is I got a radio that could only do Morse code, and it was a Heathkit HW9. And I had the full station. I had the HW9 along with the antenna tuner, the watt meter, and SWR bridge, and all that good stuff. And well, to make a long story short, I eventually sold it. I did not learn the code. It was a while ago, and I don't even remember what I did with the money afterwards. Gave up on the dream. Eventually went back and got my ham license anyway, and then got into other radios and never went back to that. So this is a little bit of returning to those roots. This is not an HW9, but it is a Heathkit, and it's another Heathkit that I've wanted for a while. It's also a QRP rig, same as the HW9. And you probably guessed, there's only two other ones they made. Well, there might be others, but there's two that they're known for in that series, and it was the HW7 and the HW8. And HW7 was the earliest, and it had a crystal control on it. Didn't have as good of a receiver. It was more limited. Well, this one is the HW8, which had a better receiver and a good VFO and direct conversion sampling, I believe, and direct receiver, better receiver. So I've been watching for these on eBay for a while. They've gone up in price. These things have gone way up. They used to go for less, and this one came up. I happened to look the day it went up, early the day it went up, and it was you could bid or buy it now, and to buy it now was cheap. It was like $100, and these typically have been selling for over 200. I've been seeing them go for on eBay. Reported to be in perfect working condition, and I'm not going to fire it up this video. I'll tune it up another video. I got to make sure my antenna's working and everything. And had a few this radio was known for being modified. This one was modified a little bit. I don't know of any electronic ones. There's a BNC on there. It originally had an RCA jack. BNC is actually a little better. And this isn't the original power cord connection, but this has just banana plugs or E's. It's actually probably better than what they had originally. They had originally this big fat plastic thing that was specific to this radio, and this is more generic, so you can plug in anything to it. And I do have a little 12-volt gel cell I'm going to probably power this with, or I have 12-volt power supplies too, but this is a QRP rig. It only puts out 2 to 3 watts, actually between 2 and 4 watts, I think. I think it puts out 4 watts on maybe 80 meters, I want to say, and then 40 and 20 is like 3 watts, and 15 meters is something like 2.5. I don't remember. Something like that. I've read the specs. So that looks good. And then the other thing that I got to go along with it, it calls for a high impedance headphone. Now I've read a lot on these. You can use a low impedance headphone and it'll work. What they don't mention, a lot of people that say that it will, yes, it will work, but it has a lower output. And this is a little tip I will just pass on to people. These are the old ones you used to get in school that would go in these sets for a whole classroom of kids. and they'd be all hooked up to like the audio-visual thing in the library, you know, and you'd listen to the book and follow along with the librarian kind of thing. And these can be had on eBay for about $8 with free shipping. I paid $8.69 or something with free shipping. They're 800 ohm, or no, 600 ohm. It's right on there. 600 ohm headphones, and they're mono headphones. This is exactly what this calls for, a high impedance mono headphone. So hopefully this will work. I got that off a tip off another, I think EHAM, somebody was talking about these, and they're supposed to be quite good, and it even matches the color, almost. It's got that 60s blue, which I love, just like my 60s aqua blue NC270. So there you have it. I'll make a video later of this thing working after I hook everything up. Just want to do a quick unboxing, and I was quite happy to get this in this good a condition, as cheap as I did. Thanks for watching. This is Tom.